In this video we at iDoc Europe show you how to replace the battery of your Samsung Galaxy S10 yourself. The repair is a bit more difficult because the back cover and the battery are heavily glued on. You should plan about 60 minutes for the repair. For the repair we recommend the following tools. High-quality tools and original Samsung spare parts are available at www.idoc.eu. All links to the spare part and the tools can be found in the video description. And now we wish you a lot of fun with the repair. Switch off the device first. Press the power button longer and confirm switching it off. The device is opened via the strongly glued back cover. But attention, after a repair the mobile phone is no longer water resistant anymore. You can remove the back cover by warming up the glue and sliding all around with a flat tool between the back cover and the frame. Tools like the iPlastix or the iFlex are especially suitable for this. The iFlex is very flexible, has rounded corners and is very thin but still stable. You'll also need several flat picks and a suction cup to remove the back cover. Take a hot air gun or an ordinary hairdryer and gradually heat up the entire edge of the back cover. Don't heat the phone too much, just so you can still touch it comfortably. Place the suction cup on the bottom of the device and pull it to create a small gap between the back cover and the frame. Then try to get into the gap with your tool. With the iFlex, it's a little easier than with the iPlastix because it's made out of metal and is a bit more stable. The iFlex also makes it easier to scratch the frame of your device. So we recommend using a plastic tool as soon as possible. Slide the iPlastix under the iFlex into the gap. Then you can pull out the iFlex. Don't push the tool too far into the device and be careful not to scratch the back cover with the edges of the tool. That's why we recommend using a plastic tool as soon as possible. To prevent the glue from reconnecting, you can use several picks and stick them into the already loosened parts. Then heat up again the area where you continue to work and move your tool further along the edge. Be really careful as the back cover is made of glass and can break easily. Then continue along the entire frame and gradually loosen the glue. If necessary, heat repeatedly and repeat the process. Be careful not to insert your tool too far and not to move the back cover too much back and forth while it is still sitting flat. An edge on the inside of the back cover can otherwise damage the pulse sensor cover. Removing the back cover can take half an hour. Better take a little more time and work carefully to avoid breaking anything. Here you can see the glue. It is mainly on the edges and above the cameras. Now take off the back cover and put it aside. Then remove all Phillips screws of the same length from the plastic cover and put them aside together. If individual screws do not come loose immediately, you can use tweezers to remove them. The cover protects the mainboard and holds the coil for wireless charging. The coil is lightly glued to the side of the frame. Loosen the glue and remove the cover which is hooked into the frame. Now the battery connector is free. To avoid short circuits during repair, always disconnect the battery first. If you unplug connectors, do not lever where there are small components on the board. The battery is strongly glued in place, so you should use hot air again to loosen the glue. However, never heat the battery directly, but always from below via the display. Don't heat the phone too much, just so you can still touch it comfortably. We recommend using a flat tool, such as the iPlastix, to go under the battery all the way around and lever it carefully. You can also use a battery spudger to lever the battery out. Don't bend the battery and make sure you don't use any tools to pierce the battery or damage its wrapper. Be very careful when removing the battery. In the center below the battery is the back of the display. It should not be scratched as this could damage the screen. Again, take a little more time and heat repeatedly and evenly. When the adhesive is loosened, lift the battery and remove it from the device. As you can see, the battery is only glued around the edges, not in the middle. Remove any remaining adhesive from the device. Any excess glue that wrinkles can push the battery upwards. Be careful not to damage the black surface. You can find the suitable spare part and tools for this repair in our online shop at idoc.eu. Now remove the protective foils from the adhesive surfaces of your new battery. Now put the battery back in place. Make sure it has some space on all sides and doesn't press against the frame anywhere. Now connect the battery again. Position the contact over its socket and press it down carefully. Then put on the plastic cover with the charging coil. Hook it in at the top and press it down all around. Make sure it is hooked in everywhere and does not stand out. Then fasten all screws again. Before you put the back cover on the housing, check the glue on it. It should be evenly distributed on the edge so that the back cover sits flush everywhere. Remove any excess glue if necessary. If you want, you can also remove the old glue and use a new one. If you are using a new adhesive, first remove any old glue residue on the back cover and on the frame. Usually most of the glue stays on the back cover. You can warm it up a bit more to loosen it better. Then gradually remove all the remaining glue. Be careful not to scratch the inside of the back cover. Do not scrape away the glue with tweezers or any other metal tool. You can also use a solvent like isopropanol and a cleaning cloth to wipe off the last glue residues. Then take the new adhesive frame and place it in the device to see how it is aligned correctly. We have linked a new adhesive frame in the info box below. Then remove the first protective film and apply the adhesive to the frame. Do not press it firmly yet, but check that it is seated correctly on all sides. The adhesive should not protrude at any point. Then press down the adhesive on all sides to ensure that it is properly attached to the frame. You can also use a spudger to help you and press the glue on everywhere. Then loosen the second film and make sure that the glue does not come off the frame. Use a tool to press the glue down at such places. Position the back cover in the middle of the device and put it on slowly. Again, press it down only when it is correctly positioned. Heat the rear glass again with hot air so that the glue will bond again. Please note, however, that the smartphone is no longer fully waterproof after repair. As long as the glue cools down, you can press the rear glass down with your fingers or weigh it down with a few books. Your phone is fixed now and we hope it was fun for you. If you liked the video, why don't you leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. High-quality tools, spare parts and accessories are available in our store. See you next time.